I gave you $100, would you clean up a dead body?
What would we what?
If I gave you $100, would you clean up a dead body?
Not for $100, no.
200?
No.
500?
Well, how did they die?
Would you clean up a dead body for $100?
No way, no way.
200?
No.
Where's it at? Where's the dead body at?
300?
You can't, well...
1,000?
Yeah, well, I think about
$1,000 to clean up a dead body.
She says I would, so I guess I would.
Well, here on TV Nation, we found a couple who've started their own business doing nothing but cleaning up crime scenes.
No, couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it?
Couldn't do it.
They can do it, and they do it well. Watch this.
This is the story of Ray Barnes, forensic investigator.
Hello.
He checks out suspicious deaths for the state of Maryland. And this is his wife, Louise. She runs a maid service.
Hello.
Do you do windows?
Absolutely, I do everything.
This is where they live, in suburban Maryland. With their 3 children, Jackie, Christy, and Matt. Oh, and let's not forget Billy. Until recently, life carried on uneventfully for Ray and Louise. But with Baltimore's struggling economy pushing homicide rates through the roof, Ray was busier than ever. What do you two talk about when you get home from work?
Everything, whatever any normal couple will talk about our day at work. Multiple gunshot wounds.
Lovely.
And then one day, Ray had an idea. He found a way to cash in on rising crime by combining his forensic work with Louise's cleaning. Crime Scene Cleanup Incorporated was born, a mom-and-pop business for the 90s.
This person took a headshot, hollow point 357.
This is not a real crime scene. Ray uses mock-ups to train his employees how to clean up after a violent crime. What did you actually use to make this up?
This is grenadine and chocolate syrup.
It tastes pretty nice.
I had no idea that it was going to be this big and be needed this much.
This is corporate headquarters, the nerve center of crime scene cleanup. And it's also Ray and Louise's bedroom.
All right, gunshot wound to the head, suicide, $230. A homicide.
Ray showed me some of the crime scene cleanup invoices.
$460. Here's a suicide, overdose, homicide, decomposed remains, multiple gunshot wounds, $350, $400, $600, $700, suicide, gunshot wound to the head, $200. That was a small one.
Sounds pretty lucrative.
Yes, but you work for it.
This is old number 37, Crime Scene Cleanup's Rapid Response Unit. It contains enough chemicals and supplies for over 50 cleanups.
Yeah, this is what we use for decomposed remains, blood,
Right.
brains. Brains.
It's good for all those.
Good for everything.
So you said it's a secret recipe?
Right.
So what's in the recipe?
That I won't tell.
Please. Ray had some boxes of biohazardous waste that he'd cleaned up from crime scenes earlier in the week. They don't smell too bad, though.
If I opened it up, I think you'd get sick.
You can open it up.
Yeah, I think you should see it to know really what I do. Okay. Now this one doesn't smell bad. I thought this was going to be the decomposed one.
That is kind of pongy, isn't it? Let's see what's in this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, box number 2.
It may be worse. Well, this is the bad one.
Oh my God.
Do you want to learn about crime scenes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could get, yeah.
Yes.
What's that all about?
There's body fluid in there too.
So you're affected by it?
Yeah, that one just got me.
Oh my God, what the hell is that? All that hard work had given Ray and me an appetite. So, we had a barbecue.
Hello. This is Carol.
Louise introduced me to the rest of the gang. Ray's mother. So you're Ray's grandmother?
Grandma.
Ray's grandmother.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Adrian, Ray's forensic partner. And Henry, crime scene cleanup's field supervisor.
Now these burgers here have fresh garlic in them, green peppers, onion.
While Ray won't reveal his secret chemicals, he is happy to share his hamburger formula.
It's good.
This is my recipe.
Luckily, crime scene cleanup work didn't seem to affect anyone's appetite. After we'd eaten our fill of steaks and burgers, Grandma and the kids were excused, and the veterans of crime scene cleanup and Ray's forensic office sat round and remembered some career highlights. Like the time Ray brought more than just a body back to the morgue.
They unzipped the body bag, and out popped the head of this rat out of the chest, and they had to beat it with a shovel.
And the time Purvis had to pull a dead woman off the radiator.
As I pulled and I pulled and I pulled, her arm came off. Her left arm came off, and I stood there with the arm in my hand.
The souvenir Henry found behind a chest of drawers.
And I looked behind there and I saw this piece of, meat, rather. And we picked it up. I don't know whether it was a nose or an ear.
Incidents like these make the Baltimore area an excellent test market for crime scene cleanup.
Suicide rate is higher.
And it's not just Baltimore. In cities across the US over the past 10 years, crime's been going like gangbusters, creating an ideal business climate for entrepreneurs like Ray and Louise.
I would say within the next 2 to 3 years, we would have a multi-million-dollar business here. Assuming everything's going as it is now.
Based on crime trends and...
Well, actually, right now, there's enough crime out there that even if it just levels out, we could still do that.
Someday these dreams will be my fortune.
Not surprisingly, Ray and Louise plan to franchise crime scene cleanup. And they dream of the day when their name and logo will be as recognizable as any other great American company.
I think back to the McDonald's Corporation, how they started with one restaurant, and look at them now.
So do you think your shiny red truck is going to be as recognizable as McDonald's Golden Arches?
Yes, in conjunction with that fingerprint.
It'll be all around the world like McDonald's?
Right.
What happens everywhere, not just in the United States.
What does?
Crime, death, anything, that would need our services.
The fortune of life's dreams.
So is this the end of our story? No! That's right. With market conditions as they are, crime scene cleanup may be coming to your town. But until then, we bid Ray, Louise, and the rest a fond farewell.
Bye!